She thought you'd come back, that your silence was just a strategy, that you were waiting behind the curtain, torn and hurting, desperate to return. But days turned to weeks, weeks of silence, and silence into power. And now, she's checking your profile at 1:03 a.m. She's asking mutual friends how you're doing. She's in bed with someone else, but her thoughts are with you. Because you didn't just go silent, you went stoic. This isn't a trick, it's not a tactic. It's the deepest power you've ever unlocked as a man. And now, she's the one who can't let go. In a world obsessed with reaction, silence has become a forgotten language. Modern men are told to chase, to explain, to apologize, to beg. But the ancient Stoics saw things differently. To them, detachment wasn't emotional immaturity, it was discipline, strength, a refusal to let external chaos disturb inner peace. When a Stoic walks away, he doesn't do it to manipulate. He does it because he's already mastered himself. And that's what this video is about. The brutal truth about no contact. Why it's not a game. It's her worst nightmare. Because when you become a man who can walk away without flinching, without blaming, chasing, or collapsing into emotional chaos, you become the rarest thing in her life. Unshakable, unreachable, unforgettable. Let's break it down. Why does silence affect her more than words? Because women are wired for emotional interpretation. She hears what you don't say louder than anything you could. She remembers how you made her feel, not the texts you sent. And when you vanish with discipline, self-control, and stillness, her mind fills in the blanks. But here's what most men don't understand. No contact is not just not texting. It's not deleting the app, ignoring the call, and sulking in your bedroom. No contact, in the Stoic sense, is detachment from outcome. It means letting go without anger. It means letting her be free, not to punish her, but because you respect yourself. It means walking away, not because you want her to chase, but because you refuse to participate in emotional dysfunction. That's why it's powerful, because it's real. The moment she realizes you're no longer reacting, performing, or needing, it is the moment she feels your absence more than she ever felt your presence. Her worst nightmare isn't that you're gone, it's that you're at peace with it. Now pay attention to these modern applications. Let's apply this practically. Reclaim your frame. Your emotional frame is the internal lens through which you see yourself. If she broke up with you and you're still obsessing over her actions, you're in her frame. She leads, you react. But when you go no contact and redirect your energy inward, your frame expands. You begin focusing on your body, your mission, and our future. You build, you sculpt, you evolve. And this silent evolution speaks louder than any closure text you ever wanted to send. End the imaginary relationship even after no contact begins. Many men remain mentally enslaved. They rehearse arguments, they rewatch her stories, they check who she follows. But Stoicism demands a deeper cut. You must kill the phantom relationship in your head because she's not there anymore, and you're not the same man. Make an absence a statement. Most people fear being forgotten, but high-value men fear being remembered for the wrong reasons. Let your absence communicate strength, not bitterness. Let your silence say, I choose myself. I'm not coming back. I don't need to win you. That is haunting. Built in the shadows, you don't need to post your gym selfies or motivational quotes. Real transformation is silent. Let her hear about you from someone else. Let her see the subtle glow-up when you cross paths months from now. That's not revenge. That's not revenge, that's rebirth. Reject the ego trap. Sometimes she'll test your silence. A hey, a random emoji, a memory dropped into your inbox. Do not bite. Not because you're cold, but because you now see clearly. She's not the woman you built in your imagination. She's a person with flaws, just like you. And that version of her, the one you obsessed over, was never real. No response is not pettiness, it's clarity. Replace. Don't rebound. Don't seek comfort in temporary distractions. When you start chasing new women just to numb the loss, you create a cycle of dependence. Replace her with purpose, with morning routines, with iron plates and deep books, with a brotherhood of men who don't just talk about power, but live it, become unforgettable. Here's the Stoic paradox. The less you try to be remembered, the more you are. She'll remember how you didn't argue, how you didn't beg, how you didn't lash out, how you walked away with quiet fire in your eyes. That memory burns deeper than any plea, because women don't forget the man who didn't need them. They forget the ones who couldn't stop needing. Rewrite your identity. Most men try to get her back. Stoic men ask, "Who am I now?" If your entire identity was wrapped around her, you were never in love. You were independent. Now is the time to become the man she couldn't handle. Not out of spite, but because your standards have evolved. Because you'd rather be alone than be tolerated. Because you're not the boy she left. You're the man who thanks her for it. This is your moment, not to play games, not to win her back, but to meet yourself again, to realize that the silence you gave her was a gift, a mirror that showed her who she really was and who you've now become. Remember, no contact isn't a power move, it's a peace move, and nothing is more terrifying to someone who expected your weakness than seeing you thrive in your strength. She thought you'd be shattered. Instead, you're untouchable, you're stoic. And now, she's the one chasing shadows. Stay strong, stay silent, and walk in calm power. Your peace is your revenge. Subscribe!